we are the ones here, and if there's ever a time that unity needs to take place, I would just like us to, call it now. In an elders meeting here, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we were putting together just the idea who is going to be speaking when and trying to keep things rolling. And one thing we wanted to do is to make sure that the church family is moved forward in their walk and their relationship with Jesus. We don't want to just get by. That's not our goal as elders, just to get by. But we want to come out on top. We want to continue to use this time to cause God, or to allow God to cause growth in our lives. And so we wanted to make sure that the messages are going to be there'll be a little bit of continuity in them. And one of the elders says, let's do some messages on unity. Just seems to be a good topic right now. The other elders, they go, yeah, it really would be good. And so we're here, unity. That's what we're going to look at for the next 2 weeks, is the idea of unity. And the first thing I want to look at is where it comes from. And so we're going to have three little points. We're only going to look at one today. Where does it come from? Where does unity come from? And what binds us together? Now, the other two that are going to be next week, and it's going to be the idea of the commands regarding the church. I said that wrong. Commands regarding unity in the church, okay? Because we have responsibility in that, okay? And the third one is just practical, just living it out. How do we live a life of unity? And so today we are going to look at the idea of where does it come from? And I'm sure each and every one of you have the answer for me, don't you? Where does it come from? Okay, one had the answer. Let's all try it. I just want you to know, yes, he is right, and that is the Sunday school answer. Jesus, right. Okay, so where does it come from? A little bit better. Yeah. It comes from Jesus. And, the early church had a unity that was absolutely, I'm gonna call it disruptive. Disruptive, because it was just absolutely normal, okay? So if you will turn to the book of Acts with me, and we will take a look at the early church and see a picture of this unity. And this is not going to be our main passage today. We're going to look at two other passages that I'm going to consider our main passages, but this is just a little bit of a setup for this idea of unity. If you will turn to Acts chapter 2, and starting about verse 42 is where it is. But to give a little bit of a preface about this, the idea is that this early church had a disruptive unity. They had different classes of people who normally wouldn't spend time together. In other words, rarely did their circles, encompass each other.